What is the most mysterious thing you have ever seen in your life? Two young girls were passing a cemetery and saw something very strange in the area. What do you think it was? You have no idea? Well, these two people came across a strange black creature in the shape of a Bigfoot. Plus, this kind of Bigfoot was busy digging in the cemetery with his bare hands. Check this out.
Two girls filmed this, digging in a cemetery, whatever it is, it's black from head to toe.
The video taken by these two young girls has been making the rounds on the web. However, no one has been able to identify this mysterious creature. But you haven't seen anything yet. Surveillance cameras sometimes capture images of strange and mysterious things or facts that makes us perplexed. If you are, however, passionate about this kind of videos, then I am sure you would like to watch this video with us until the end. A clown appears on a road in the middle of the night and starts running towards a car. Are you used to driving late at night? If so, you should know that at any moment you can come across surprises that can sometimes be frightening. A few years ago in the Yorkshire region of England, a family was driving late at night when suddenly someone came out of nowhere and tried to block their path. Guess who it was? Take a look. A clown. Caught off guard by this frightening apparition, and especially by this disturbing and threatening clown who started running towards the car, the driver had to reverse. One can imagine the fear of this family facing this terrible situation. But look what happens next. The driver got up the courage to step on the gas pedal and hit the clown, which fortunately got him out the way. Phew. This person must have been a criminal who usually assaults drivers on the road and chose to disguise himself as a clown to terrify his future victims. But tell me one thing, are you afraid of clowns? If you're not one of the many people who have always been scared to death of clowns, or if you didn't develop this phobia after watching the movie series It or reading Stephen King's novel of the same name, then this video won't keep you up at night. At least, I hope not. The Ningen, a giant sea creature discovered by the Japanese. Not so long ago, Japanese internet users made a hallucinating and fascinating discovery that made the rounds of the web and social networks. It was indeed photos taken of a creature that we are not used to see in reality. This creature would have been seen by the crew of a Japanese ship off the coast of Antarctica, and if we believe some sources, even the Japanese government would have taken this case very seriously. By the way, do you know what I'm talking about? The Ningen, a white, humanoid, aquatic creature about the size of a whale. Of course, people didn't really believe it at first, but as they say, there is no smoke without fire. The proof is in the observations that have been made and the videos that have been taken of this so-called creature, although the images and videos that are circulating on the web are described as doubtful. What do you think of all this? Do you believe that the Ningen really exists? A giant spider filmed moving towards a policeman during a routine traffic control. Here's a video that will make you shake from head to toe like the many internet users who have already watched it. The dashboard camera of a police car in Fulshire, Texas, recorded striking images showing a spider crossing the road and moving confidently towards one of the police officers during a routine traffic stop. Except the spider didn't look like the others. Don't imagine that it was multicolored, that it had 4 legs instead of 8, or that it had a double head. No, nothing like that. Look at what this spider looked like. A giant spider. This creature is a real terror, isn't it? But don't worry, this video is not real. In reality, it is a simply small spider that was crawling on the windshield of the police car and was magnified by the dashboard camera, which then created this scary optical illusion. The police officers then took advantage of these disturbing images to post them on their page, causing a sort of fright mixed with mystery among the internet users. A 10-ton meteor falling over Russia. Russians still remember one of the most spectacular and impressive phenomena they have ever seen in their lives. It happened in February 2013 in the Chelyabinsk region, some 1,500 kilometers from the capital Moscow. There are still striking videos and images that were taken by eyewitnesses. Imagine a flash of light crossing the morning sky at high speed, an intense flash that lasts a few seconds, then a few minutes later, bang! An explosion.
Regardez ça.
Look at that! Of course you're wondering what it was. Well, this will surprise you to no end. Indeed, it was neither a bomb nor the end of the world, as many people thought at first, but a meteor. Yes, it was a meteor weighing about 10 tons that finally exploded after entering the Earth's atmosphere, while it was at an altitude of 30 to 50 kilometers from the surface of the ground. This extraordinary phenomenon with the power of an atomic bomb caused a lot of damage, causing a shockwave that shattered an incredible number of windows and glass doors and injuring nearly 1,000 people. Viral video shows scary wheelchair moving by itself at night in Thai hospital. Some say that strange things often happen in hospitals, especially at night. But sometimes you can witness things that are more mysterious than you think, like what happened in this hospital in Thailand. See this wheelchair? For a while, it became the main topic of discussion among internet users. Want to know why? Then take a look. It's quite curious. We can understand that the wheelchair moves forward by itself because of a slight inclination of the ground, but to see it move backwards in this way, then there is no doubt. It is an invisible force that makes this wheelchair move forward and backward. In other words, this wheelchair is indeed haunted. Even the director of the hospital did not hide his astonishment while looking at the images of the video surveillance camera. Of course, this video, full of mystery, made the rounds of the internet and gave rise to a long debate on the possible causes behind the movements of the wheelchair. And of course, the less skeptical also had their say. For them, this phenomenon, which may seem paranormal to many, is in fact nothing extraordinary. It is simply the action of the wind that makes the wheelchair move forward and backward, nothing more. Do you also agree? A security guard in an Argentine hospital talks to the ghost of a deceased patient. Have you ever talked to a ghost? What a question, you will say. It may seem strange indeed, but some people have had this amazing experience. You can't believe it, can you? This strange incident happened in a hospital in Argentina, where a security guard who was on duty at night welcomed a patient. Look at him as he talks to her.
The video has left a section of the internet terrified. It shows a security guard at the hospital speaking to someone who is not visible.
How about that? It looks like he's talking to an invisible person that only he can see. But what's even more amazing is that the security guard would later ask the medical staff about this patient, only to learn, to his astonishment, that this person had actually died the day before in the same hospital. But what does this all mean? Everything leads one to believe that this man had actually been talking to this patient's ghost. I told you that there is nothing strange about talking to a ghost. A ghost in a stadium in Bolivia. What you are going to see now will make you ask yourself a lot of questions, without perhaps managing to find a logical answer. But before showing you this video, let me first give you some details. This video was taken in Bolivia in a stadium of La Paz, where a soccer match was taking place. At first sight, everything seemed normal and ordinary for the fans who were present in this game, but they must have felt a great stupor mixed with fear when they watched the video that followed. Watch what happened. But what is this strange black shape that quickly sneaks up on the fans? From what we can see on this video, this shape managed to make its way very easily without even hitting the people who were sitting on the stands. Well, there's only one explanation. It's probably a ghost that nobody had seen during the game, but that did appear on the video. Strange. Very strange. A Bigfoot seen by several witnesses. Let's go to McDowell County in the United States to tell you about something mysterious that several people claim to have seen over the years in this place. Fortunately, one man managed to take a video of what appears to be a fantastic creature. Do you want to know what this creature is? You won't believe your eyes. Here it is.
Amazing on his cell phone camera video of Bigfoot.
Yeah, he recorded this video in McDowell County where several people reported seeing the creature over the...
Bigfoot. No way! You may find it hard to believe, but there's nothing to indicate that this video is a photo montage. We can clearly see a very large and hairy shape hidden between the trees. It is all very curious. After watching this video, many people must have thought that Bigfoot was not a myth after all. But others would say that it is simply a staged event where someone is having fun dressing up as Bigfoot in order to fool everyone and feed the mystery. What is your opinion on this subject? A man levitates in the air in front of the crowd. Now get ready to see a sight you've never seen before. This show was filmed and the video in question was widely viewed, so much so that many internet users found it hard to believe what they were looking at. This man is levitating, and with what ease! He seems very comfortable as he floats and has fun flipping through the air, much to the amazement of the crowd filming him. The question is, of course, how did this man get up and levitate in this way? Nobody can answer this question, of course. It is true that some will think that it is nothing more or less than an inflatable figure, filled with helium and attached to wires so thin that even the most perceptive person will not be able to see them. But hey, we have to be here to confirm or not this hypothesis. A mysterious smoke ring seen in the sky. A video showing another unexplained phenomenon has also given rise to several comments left by internet users, especially by those who saw the strange phenomenon with their own eyes. It happened in Denver, in the United States, where many people had to keep their eyes riveted on the sky for some time. It must be said that this appearance is rather unusual. Take a look. Nobody knew where this strange ring in the sky came from, but it seems that there is nothing strange about this phenomenon. It is indeed a simple smoke ring with a pyrotechnic origin. In other words, an explosive product that was used during an event, such as a fireworks display for example, produced this ring of smoke which then went up to travel for some time in the sky. And that's it. An invisible force assaults a security guard. See this man? He is a security guard who works in one of the offices of a mountain town in Colombia, and what is about to happen to him will leave you speechless. This person was at his post, and as you can see on this video, he is walking along the corridor, when all of a sudden, we'll let you see what happened. These images, taken by the video surveillance camera, are anything but ordinary. But who could have beaten this poor guard like that? Nobody seemed to be there when this man was walking along the corridor. Now, to see this man violently hit the wall and then drag himself on the floor can only have one explanation. A supernatural force or a ghost attacked the poor man. In fact, he can be seen struggling against this invisible enemy while on the ground before two of his colleagues rushed to his aid. The appalling images of this ghost attack did not go unnoticed on the web, of course, and the authorities of this small town, including the mayor, took this case very seriously. Surveillance camera captures strange apparition. What would you do if you were at home quietly eating your meal and all of a sudden you saw something suspicious through your surveillance camera? You'd stop eating, of course, and run to your screen to see what it was all about before deciding what to do, right? An American couple living in Clovis, California must have had the same ideal while having a quiet dinner at home. This man and woman were suddenly alarmed by something their video surveillance camera had just captured. Thinking perhaps that a burglar had just broken into their home, they were surprised to see something else instead. Here's what it was. This apparition is quite strange, isn't it? Indeed, this couple was not able to identify this kind of shadow that seems to pass by their house in a very stealthy, ghostly way. I'm pretty sure they must have looked at the CCTV footage several times, but were never able to solve this mystery. A man suddenly disappears like a shooting star. How many people claim to have seen aliens and tell anyone who will listen about their encounters with them? Listening to these stories, which sometimes sound so fascinating, we often find ourselves imagining what a trip to the aliens would be like, don't we? How about we show you what it's like? Well, you're all ears. Well, as you can see, a video showing a teleportation of a man circulated on the web not so long ago and was widely viewed by internet users, who were greatly surprised to see these images. It happened in the city of Houston, Texas. On this video, we can see a man leaving his house one evening, then walking a small distance and hop. Check out these sci-fi images.
Alien abduction? A homeowner in Houston walks out his front door, then with a flash of light, vanishes. It appears he's...
This man teleported like a shooting star. Where could he have gone? Maybe he had an appointment with the aliens, but this man named Larry Lewis, who was asked the same question, answered in his own way, saying that he couldn't talk about it. If his answer reinforced the mystery and sowed the confusion in the minds of many people, especially those who are passionate about paranormal phenomena, others simply do not believe it because, as strange as it is, this video cannot be real. For the latter, the images showing a so-called teleportation of this man are either faked or due to some problem occurred at the level of the video surveillance camera, which perhaps fell out of order at the right time. Even Larry Lewis had a good laugh when he saw these images. So, what do you think of all this? This video will definitely remain a mystery. The mystery of the elf creature Dobby seen in the surveillance camera video. And we finish with a video whose mysterious content has long made us think of a paranormal incident. Remember Dobby, that strange elf-like or alien-like creature waddling near a house in the middle of the night in Colorado Springs, USA? Remember this video, which went viral on the internet, was widely commented by internet users who wondered where this strange creature came from. There was a lot of doubt about this video, but today it seems that this mystery is finally solved. Well, after meticulously analyzing the video surveillance images showing Dobby, the experts came to the following conclusion. It would simply be a prank played by a little 9-year-old boy who dressed up as the elf Dobby, exactly like the character from the Harry Potter movies, and who then had fun doing a few dance tricks near his mother's house. Besides, according to this last one, the little Bobby likes to joke and to dance, which explains everything finally. Well, this little one fooled us.